What's going on, everybody? This is going to be a quick and simple video that I'm going to just call Quick Script Saturday or something stupid like that, even if I won't ever do this again. This is just going to be on something like very, very quick, very, very simple that can kind of help you understand like a more complex topic. So my specialty is in web scraping, so we're going to talk about a web scraping topic today. Basically, I'm going to teach you how to get any or most cryptocurrency prices completely for free without using an API, just by using Yahoo Finance, which is free for everybody, which is rad. So I've already got the code finished right over here. So you can go ahead and take a look at the code. It's very, very simple. I'm just going to walk through the code. We're not going to write it live or anything like that. It doesn't really matter because it's very simple. So we're going to go over to the finance.yahoo.com page, and we're just going to search for BTC. So we see right off the bat, we've got BTC-USD. That's what we're interested in. We're going to click that. And if you look up here at the URL right here, we can see if we remove some of this junk, we don't need this extra query information. We're just going to go ahead and press enter, make sure that this is a legitimate URL. It is. So we can see it's a very easily formatted URL here. So we've got finance.yahoo.com, and then we've got the /quote route, and then we've got the pair, BTC-USD. So we know that we can kind of create these URLs for several different tickers if we go over here and instead of BTC, let's do ETH, and that works fine for Ethereum, and let's try SOL for Solana, and that works fine as well. So now we know how we can just build our URLs fairly easily through Python. So let's go to our Python code, and as you can see, I've got our base URL, that's that finance.yahoo.com with the quote route. And then we've got a series of pairs. We're just going to be doing Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana for now. I don't have any meaningful investments in any of those, so I'm not giving you advice or anything. But we're just going to go ahead and create a very dead simple get price function. And this get price function is going to grab the price for a given pair. So we're going to take a pair as an input, and we're going to return the price right here. We're also going to print it out to the screen. So our main function is basically just going to loop over all of these pairs right here and look up each individual pair's web page on Yahoo Finance, and then extract the actual price itself from the mess that we get from Yahoo Finance. Because if we go right here and we do print, we're just going to print the actual text from the page. Let's do res.text. So res right here is going to make the actual request to the base URL plus the pairs. This is basically going to do finance.yahoo.com/quote/BTC-USD. So it's going to grab that web page. And then the .text attribute on the results object is going to be the actual text of the web page. So if we go ahead and print this, and we're just going to comment this stuff out and instead just do get price for, let's just do pairs at 0. So we're just going to grab Bitcoin and we're going to run this. And as you can see, you just get a bunch of HTML mess. And this doesn't mean anything for us. We can't do anything with this. So instead, we're going to use Beautiful Soup to extract the useful information from this, so that what we eventually end up getting, instead of all of that mess, is this, something a lot prettier, just the price for the Bitcoin USD pair. So that's obviously a lot more useful for us if we're doing pretty much anything with this. And the way this works is through Beautiful Soup. So you're going to need to import and install requests in Beautiful Soup using pip. So that's as easy as pip install. Let's do requests and BS4, which is Beautiful Soup. And obviously I already have it, works fine. And the way Beautiful Soup works is it looks within the HTML of the web page and extracts things based on their tag type, their attributes, their IDs, and their classes, things like that, using the find function. So we're going to create a soup object right here using the res.text, which is the actual HTML of the web page that we grabbed. And we're going to be using the HTML parser for that. You can also do JSON, I believe, and XML. But we're obviously going to be using the HTML parser here. Then we're going to run the find function. Now, how did I get all of this? Well, let's look over here at our web page. Let's right click on the price. We're on the Solana web page here. To right click on the price, press inspect. And as we can see over in this side pane right here, this is the HTML that corresponds to the price itself. We can actually see right here in the value, the value attribute, we've got 38.95, and then we've got the actual value right here, 38.95. So that's 38.95 USD for 1 Solana, I believe is what that is. We've got this all wrapped up within a fin-streamer tag. So this is an odd tag I've never used before, but it doesn't really matter because Beautiful Soup kind of handles all of that. Now, normally you would look for either the class or the ID for the individual piece of information that you want in a page. Right here, we see the class. It looks like it's actually passing in data that is going to be used for the styling, the CSS styling for the page. So that's not super useful, and it doesn't really correspond in any meaningful way to something that we can understand. But we do see right here the data symbol corresponds to the ticker pair. This is obviously information that we've already got, so this is super useful, and we can use that data symbol attribute within the attribute that you're passing into the find function. So this right here is going to be your tag type. We are looking for a fin-streamer tag that has the pair as the data symbol attribute. So if we look right here, this data symbol attribute corresponds to SOL-USD, which is the pair that we passed into the function. So this is going to work for all of the pairs that we pass in because that's just how the web page is structured. The fun part about web scraping is that if they change this page in any meaningful way that would affect this data symbol attribute, or that would change this tag type or anything like that, our code would bork and we would have to change it and like just kind of play a constant game of keep up with the developers themselves. So that kind of sucks. But pretty much this very rarely happens, especially for big sites like Yahoo Finance. So if we go back here, we can go ahead and loop over all of them, and I have added a sleep function. I kind of like to be nice to the developers of websites and implement sleep functions wherever I can so that I'm not just hammering their already tired servers with requests. Obviously, I'm only sending 3 requests here, so it doesn't matter that much, but it's a good habit to get into to just include sleep functions or sleep function calls whenever you can. So we'll go ahead and run this again. Oh, we don't need pip. Go ahead and run this. That's weird. Oh, I didn't save. Let's run it again. Get BTC-USD's price. We get ETH-USD's price. We get Solana's price. If you enjoyed this, please let me know in the comments. I would appreciate it a lot. This is just kind of a quick thing that I threw together for a Twitter thread. If you like tips and tricks like these, I'll be doing more of them on the channel more than likely because they're fairly easy to record and I enjoy doing them. So take it easy. Peace.